Hallo und herzlich willkommen zum ersten Tag bei der Gamescom Fachbesuchertag. Das heißt, nur Leute mit Fachbesucherausweis, Presseausweisen und anderen können heute hier auf der Gamescom quasi das erste Mal hier hineinschnuppern. Es ist unglaublich hell, deswegen kriege ich meine Augen kaum auf. Wir haben jetzt gerade die Pressekonferenz abgefilmt, die werden wir schneiden und euch natürlich auch zur Verfügung stellen. Und der Max kommt deshalb mit und wir gehen jetzt aber mal hier in die Halle 7.1e und schauen mal, ob wir den einen oder anderen finden.
Now here we are surrounded by the sights and the sounds of Gamescom. Hundreds of thousands of fans will be playing games right here in these halls over the next few days. This really is a show for the global gaming community, and that's why we love being here so much in August. So let's check out some games. Over the next hour we've got epic new stories, action and stunning environments. We'll bring hilarious, smart and unique new characters to life.
Thanks everyone. At BioWare, we've always focused on creating games that take our players on memorable journeys. Dragon Age Inquisition represents that next generation of BioWare games. Our goal was to combine our signature storytelling with vast exploration, immersing players in the game world like never before. It is the biggest and most ambitious game we've ever made at our studio net. It's the largest geography we've ever built, from rocky seacoasts to barren desert ruins, lush forests, and treacherous mountain passes, all of them open for you to explore. This mission is to rescue some of the soldiers of the Inquisition. We've realized that something has wiped out the inhabitants in this area and is now raising them as undead. It looks like there's a ruined castle in the distance where our soldiers may be. Let's go take a look. We've grown stronger, so we can now pick a new ability in combat. There are over 200 spells and abilities to choose from, but we'll buy Earth-Shaking Strike, which will raise our strength, an important skill for our warrior inquisitor to build up. We're going to put coal into stealth so we can attack the archers at the top of the stairs. We'll make our way back down to that gate.
It is difficult to bear what happened here. You walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. The only one who escaped a blast that killed thousands. And you have no idea how you survived? At this moment, you are the only threat I see.
The world is tearing itself apart, but they say I can stop this.
We call it the Breach. It grows larger with each passing hour.
Unless we act, it will swallow the world.
Might want to watch yourself. It's raining demons out here.
We will close the Breach. We will find those responsible and we will restore order.
Whatever we were before, we are now the Inquisition.
This year we're immersing you in the game with unmatched authenticity and connection to your favourite clubs and leagues. And you will feel the intensity when you put the controller in your hands. FIFA 15 feels more responsive than ever before. All 20 stadiums, more than 200 new 3D player scans, and an all-new broadcast package, and even the brand new goal decision system make playing a Barclays Premier League match in FIFA 15 feel just like a real thing. Moving to FIFA's most popular game though, FIFA Ultimate Team is all about giving you the chance to build, manage and play with a dream combination of your favourite players. Goalkeepers have been rebuilt from the turf up for FIFA 15. We've studied the movement and behaviours of top goalkeepers like our World Cup star Tim Howard. Next-gen goalkeepers will now look, move and think like their real-world counterparts. The variety of saves and goals in FIFA 15 is unprecedented and more exciting than ever. Goalkeepers now make split-second decisions to reach back or kick out a leg to make the save. Attackers can even read the keeper's momentum and send it the wrong way, giving them more chances to score great goals. You'll see a range of realistic deflections, parries and shots being the keeper. The most mentally demanding position on the pitch is now realistically represented in the game. FIFA 15 hits shelves starting September the 23rd in North America and 25th in Europe, but you can feel the immersion, emotion and responsiveness when the demo drops on Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC ahead of launch next month. And for those of you here at Gamescom, you can play it right here. Enjoy the show, everyone, and here's an exclusive look at the unsung heroes, the goalkeepers.
A very wet night in North London, and the rain continues to come down.
No sign of a break in the weather, and certainly no sign of a break in the rain. Well, they've got further behind, and I'm afraid the fingers are being pointed at the goalkeeper.
Feeling like it's all been pointless. I keep holding on. Every day's an uphill battle. I believe I'm the one. Everybody says it's no good for me. I don't hear a word they say, 'cause it's everything that I can need. I can't give it up, can put it down. My friends say that I'm not around. Give it up, no matter what I do. You know I got to see it through. I give it up, but it will break my heart. Rather die than be apart. Can give it up, can give it up, can give it up.
Powerful figure on the galactic stage. Show your worth. Secure a stronghold now. Exhibit your formidable status to all the galaxy. Adorn your stronghold in stunning opulence. Wield your prosperity as a weapon. Accomplish all of this and more with strong winds.
There is another world, filled with evils greater than anything on Earth. We're the only ones who can fight them. When we stand together, we're unstoppable.
Everything dies. Let's begin with you.
So much of what inspired the great BioWare games had its beginnings in the old pen and paper RPGs. And while gaming has certainly evolved over the years, we can bring back some of that magic. So what began as a quest to recapture the magical feeling of sitting around the table, immersed in an epic story led by a dungeon master, today becomes the newest game from BioWare Austin. Shadow Realms. Set in a modern fantasy world and featuring heroes that wouldn't look out of place in this room, Shadow Realms is the only online RPG that offers dynamic, cooperative 4 versus 1 gameplay. It's a story-driven game that pits you and your party against a player-controlled enemy, a malevolent force we call the Shadow Lord. The Shadow Lord controlled every aspect of the game, possessing, entrapping, and destroying with an insidious power. And you'll have the chance to play either as or against the insidious one, building experience and progression, whether you've chosen good or evil. Because this is a BioWare game, story is at its heart. Community has always been fundamental to the DNA of BioWare, and so we want to build Shadow Realms with your help. Shadow Realms will be available for PC late next year, but those of you here with us today will be able to play the game immediately following the press release. The press conference, you can go to shadowrealms.com and sign up right now for a chance to get into our first closed alpha coming next month. Thank you.
Now, let's wrap up today's program with Battlefield Hardline. Hardline is an entirely new series in the Battlefield universe, and we were able to learn a ton from the millions of people who played the beta that launched at E3. You challenged us, and we listened. You inspired us to go deeper with the story, add new features, and create the battlefield that our fans out there deserve. We'll also conduct another big beta, and we will also do further testing before the game launches to ensure it's stable. Here's Steve Princess. Thank you.
Today, we're going to show you a lot more. You're going to see how Hardline is setting itself apart from other Battlefield games. And you're going to learn more about the depth for delivering the whole game. Let's get started. In single player, we're delivering on the ultimate cops and criminals fantasy. Inspired by great TV dramas, each mission is structured like an episode, with a focus on characters, tense pacing, and cliffhanger endings. We're also changing up the traditional linear nature of Battlefield single player gameplay by giving the player more choices in how they want to play. There will be tons of replayability. Our main character is Nick Mendoza, a young detective from Miami who's going cross-country to track down someone from his past. On the way, he and his friend Boomer run into a problem. Let's take a look at how all this comes together in the game. Here's the debut of Battlefield Hardline's single player.
Well, well, Marcus Boone, the prodigal, etc.
Hey, Mr. Albert, thanks for seeing us.
It's the least I can do. And you must be Nick?
Boomer says you got a machine that can brute force any combination lock.
Well, certainly can, Nick. You just gotta give it a little time. Nick Mendoza, right? Oh, hey, look at that. Shit just got real.
My dad kind of monitors my calls.
Yeah, a lot of people want to talk to you, Mendoza. Including a fella from L.A. named Stoddard. Say he'd pay 250 grand for you alive. He's coming here right now.
Marcus.
Boys, what do you say we escort Mr. Mendoza and Marcus down to the presidential suite?
Wait, you said just Nick.
Marcus isn't welcome here. He never was.
Oh, baby, I'm so sorry.
Peel her off this asshole before I puke. Oh, and Marcus, just so we're clear, race is not a factor here. My dislike of you is strictly personal.
Assholes had my badge and scanner.
Choice is really going to change up the experience. It's up to you to choose your path. Our single player is going to deliver great new immersive experience and really add to the depth of Battlefield Hardline.
Go, go, go!
The beta at E3 included 2 modes and 1 map, but that just scratched the surface of what we're doing. Today, we're excited to unveil 2 new multiplayer modes created from the ground up for Hardline. Both are playable here for the public at Gamescom. First up is Hotwire. Hotwire is all about the thrill of a high-speed chase. The cops and criminals are zipping around the world in squads and crews seeking out marked vehicles, with shooters hanging out of the windows fighting at breakneck speeds. The battlefield reaches a whole new level of intensity and takes on a whole new identity. A new esports-focused mode for Battlefield. Rescue has a completely different type of feel than Hotwire, but it's just as intense. Hostages have been taken by a team of 5 criminals, and it's up to a squad of 5 cops to get them back. It's 1 life per round, and it will get your blood pumping in a way that's different than any other Battlefield mode to date. Here's Rescue in action.
Negotiations between the LAPD and a suspected drug ring have broken down. The LAPD is now prepared to free the hostages inside.
We've been given the green light. We have 3 minutes to neutralize the threat. Locate the hostages and get them to safety. I'm in position. I've got eyes on targets. Take the shot.
Go, go, go!
Suspect down!
All units, the room is clear. Keep looking for those hostages.
You, take the lead.
Find some cover! We need evac on that hostage now!
Targets!
Get that hostage out of here!
The whole place is gonna blow! Move, move, move!
Let's go play some games.